Which ones are meta? Let's not waste time. These 15 characters are melting the meta currently. No fluff, no bias, just straight up power rankings that'll make your enemies cry. And yes, I saved the most disgustingly broken ones for last. You're gonna wanna see all of it. Looking for a support character who brings both energy and excitement to your team? Say hello to Ian-sun, who's turning heads with her unique mechanics and vibrant personality. Ian-sun is a 4-star who specializes in providing ATK buffs and energy regeneration to her team. Her elemental skill, Night Soul, allows her to mark enemies and generate Night Soul points, which can be consumed to provide buffs to active characters. Notably, she gains additional Night Soul points when the active character is from Natlan, making her an excellent support for Natlan-based teams. Her elemental burst, Thunderous Embrace, unleashes a powerful AoE electro attack that not only deals damage but also enhances the team's overall performance by providing energy regeneration and increased attack power. These abilities make Ian-sun a versatile support character who can fit into various team compositions. Ian-sun is like that energetic friend who always knows how to keep the party going. Her ability to boost team performance while dealing significant electro damage makes her a valuable asset in any team. Plus, her dynamic personality and backstory add depth to her character, making her more than just a support unit. With Ian-sun's electrifying support energizing our team, let's move to our beloved Granny, who is super cute. If Elsa from Frozen decided to pick up a weapon and join the fight, she'd still be playing catch-up to Citlali. Citlali is the epitome of crowd control. Her elemental burst summons an ice storm that not only deals massive AoE cryo damage, but also restores her unique resource, Night Soul points. Her passives are no joke either. With Mama Loako's Frigid Rain, she reduces Pyro and Hydro RES of enemies by 20% for 12 seconds after frozen or melt reactions, making her an invaluable asset in elemental reaction teams. Plus, she regains Night Soul points, ensuring she's always ready to unleash her frosty fury. Citlali is the kind of character that makes you feel like a puppet master, controlling the battlefield with icy precision. She's not just about damage, she's about domination. Citlali shines in teams that focus on melt and freeze reactions. Pair her with Pyro DPS like Arlecchino, or Hydro characters like Nuvolette to maximize her potential. Just remember, while her shields are decent, they're not Zhongli level, so plan accordingly. Now that we've experienced the chill, let's dig deep into the earth and unearth a gem that's been making waves in the Geo community. Who needs a sword when you have a gunbrella? Meet Navia, the elegant yet lethal Geo DPS who's redefining what it means to rock the battlefield. Navia's kit revolves around her unique mechanic, Crystal Shrapnel. By collecting crystallized shards, she gains stacks that amplify her elemental skill, Ceremonial Crystal Shot. Depending on the number of stacks, she fires multiple Rosula shard shots, dealing piercing Geo damage. At max stacks, she unleashes 11 shots. And if all hit a single target, the damage skyrockets to 200% of the original amount. Her elemental burst, as the sunlit skies singing salute, calls in a cannon bombardment, dealing AoE Geo damage and generating more crystal shrapnel stacks. With passives that convert her normal attacks to Geo damage and increase their potency, Navia is a force to be reckoned with. Navia is like if Mary Poppins decided to join the Avengers. She's stylish, powerful, and brings a unique playstyle that's both engaging and devastating. Navia thrives in teams that can consistently trigger crystallized reactions. Pair her with off-field elemental applicators like Zhangling or Yelan, and consider adding a shielder like Zhongli to maximize her potential. Weapons like Verdict or Serpent Spine complement her kit perfectly. From the elegance of Navia's gunbrella to our master Hirdo application who is into books. Does it feels like your team is missing Hydro application? Enter Xingqiu, the Hydro swordsman who's more than just a bookworm with a fancy umbrella. Xingqiu isn't just a sub-DPS. He's the glue that holds your elemental reactions together. His elemental skill, Guhua Sword Fatal Rain Screen, not only deals Hydro damage, but also provides damage reduction and healing through his rain swords. But the real magic happens with his elemental burst, Guhua Sword Rain Cutter, which unleashes a torrent of Hydro swords during normal attacks, making him a staple in Vaporize and Electro Charge teams. According to Game 8, Xingqiu's sub-DPS build maximizes his damage from his elemental burst. He requires about 200% energy recharge without the sacrificial sword, but only around 150% with it. Xingqiu is like that quiet kid in class who aces every test. You might overlook him at first, but once you see him in action, you'll wonder how you ever managed without him. His ability to consistently apply Hydro makes him invaluable in triggering powerful elemental reactions. Xingqiu shines in teams that focus on elemental reactions. Pair him with Pyro characters like Hu Tao or Zhangling for devastating Vaporize combos, or with Electro characters like Raiden Shogun for electro-charged mayhem. His consistent Hydro application and defensive utilities make him a versatile pick for various team compositions. From the soothing rains of Xingqiu's Hydro prowess, let's turn up the heat and talk about a fiery chef who's cooking up some serious damage. Who knew that a passion for cooking could translate into battlefield dominance? Meet Xiangling, the fiery chef from Liyue who's serving up more than just delicious dishes. Xiangling is a 4-star pyro polearm user that best functions as a pyro sub-DPS in Genshin Impact. Her elemental skill, Goba Attack, summons her trusty panda companion to breathe fire on enemies, while her elemental burst, Piranado, creates a spinning flame wheel that deals continuous pyro damage as she moves. Her ability to apply pyro consistently makes her a cornerstone in many reaction-based teams, especially those focusing on vaporize and overloaded reactions. With the right build, Xiangling can outshine even some 5-star characters in terms of damage output. Xiangling is like that secret ingredient in your favorite dish. You might not always see her, but her presence elevates everything. Her off-field pyro application through Piranado is a game changer, allowing your main DPS to trigger powerful reactions effortlessly. Xiangling excels in teams that capitalize on elemental reactions. Pair her with hydro characters like Xingqiu or Yellen for vaporized teams, or with electro characters for overloaded setups. Her versatility and high damage potential make her a must-have in many Spiral Abyss compositions. From the fiery kitchens of Liyue, let's talk about a character whose bad luck is overshadowed only by his incredible support capabilities. If there's one thing Genshin Impact has taught us, it's that luck isn't everything. Enter Bennett, the adventurer with a streak of bad luck but a heart of gold, and buffs that can turn your team into a powerhouse. Bennett is a 4-star pyro sword user in Genshin Impact that best functions as a pyro support. His elemental burst, Fantastic Voyage, creates an inspiration field that heals allies and provides an attack bonus based on Bennett's base attack. This dual functionality makes him one of the most valuable support characters in the game. His elemental skill, Passion Overload, deals pyro damage and can be used to generate energy particles, further enhancing his utility. Bennett's ability to heal and buff simultaneously makes him a staple in many team compositions. Bennett is the embodiment of the phrase, "Don't judge a book by its cover." Despite his in-game reputation for bad luck, he's a consistent and reliable support character who can elevate your team's performance to new heights. Bennett fits seamlessly into a variety of team compositions. Whether you're running a melt team with cryo characters, a vaporized team with hydro characters, or even a mono pyro team, Bennett's buffs and healing capabilities make him an invaluable asset. With Bennett's fiery support lighting the way, to our beloved DJ who has made climbing piece of cake. Ever thought your blacksmith could moonlight as a DJ? Meet Xilonen, the roller-skating, rap-spitting Geo swordmaster from Natlan who's forging her way into the meta with both style and substance. Xilonen is a 5-star Geo sword character in Genshin Impact who offers resistance shred via her elemental skill and single-target healing from her elemental burst. She can also maximize the scroll of the Hero of Cinder City's 4-piece effect to provide a 40% DMG bonus. Her elemental skill not only deals damage, but also reduces enemy resistance, making your entire team's attacks more effective. Meanwhile, her elemental burst provides healing, ensuring your party stays in the fight longer. This combination of offense and support makes her a versatile addition to any team. Xilonen is like that friend who's the life of the party, but also knows when to get serious. Her unique blend of damage, support, and style makes her a standout character. Plus, who doesn't love a character that can both heal and deal? Xilonen thrives in teams that can capitalize on her Geo abilities. Pair her with characters that can trigger, crystallize reactions to maximize her resistance. Shred utility. She's especially effective in teams that need both damage and healing support. From the rhythmic beats of Xilonen's Forge, let's dive into the shadows with a character who's as mysterious as she is deadly. If James Bond and Hawkeye had a child, it would be Yellen. This Hydro Bow user is as elusive as she is lethal, making her a top-tier pick for those who like their damage served with a side of mystery. Yellen is a 5-star Hydro Bow character that best functions as a Hydro sub-DPS in Genshin Impact. Her elemental skill, Lingering Lifeline, allows her to dash rapidly, marking enemies and dealing AoE Hydro damage. Her elemental burst, Depth Clarion Dice, creates an exquisite throw that follows the active character, dealing coordinated hydro attacks. This setup makes her excellent for triggering elemental reactions like Vaporize and Electrocharged. Her passive talents also increase the damage of the active character, making her a valuable asset in any team composition. Yellen is like that secret agent who always has a trick up her sleeve. Her ability to deal consistent off-field damage while boosting the active character's output makes her a versatile and powerful addition to any team. Yellen excels in teams that can take advantage of her Hydro application for elemental reactions. Pair her with Pyro characters like Hu Tao or Diluc for Vaporize reactions, or with Electro characters for Electrocharge setups. Her versatility allows her to fit into various team compositions effectively. From the shadows of Yellen's covert operations, let's ground ourselves with a character whose presence is as solid as the earth itself. Tired of getting knocked around by enemies? Wish you had a shield that could withstand a meteor? Enter Zhongli, the Geo Archon who brings unparalleled defense to your team. Zhongli is a 5-star Geo polearm character in Genshin Impact. His role is a Geo support who can create powerful shields that can withstand most attacks. His elemental skill, Dominus Lepidus, creates a shield that scales with his max HP, providing significant damage absorption and resistance to interruption. His elemental burst, Planet Befall, summons a massive meteor that deals AoE geo damage and petrifies enemies, rendering them immobile for a short duration. This combination of offense and defense makes him an invaluable asset in both offensive and defensive team compositions. Zhongli is like that reliable friend who's always got your back. Literally. His shields are so strong that they can make even the toughest battles feel like a walk in the park. Plus, his petrification ability adds a layer of crowd control that's hard to beat. Zhongli fits into virtually any team composition, providing unmatched shield strength and crowd control. He's especially effective in teams that benefit from uninterrupted damage output, as his shields prevent stagger and knockback. Pair him with DPS characters who need protection to maximize their damage potential. With Zhongli's unyielding defense to character who is calm and peaceful inside and unmatched powerful breeze outside. Ever wished for a character who could gather enemies like a leaf in the wind and boost your team's elemental damage simultaneously? Meet Kaitahara Kazuha, the wandering samurai whose poetic presence and powerful swirls make him a staple in any high-performing team. Kazuha is a 5-star Anemo sword user, renowned for his crowd control and elemental damage amplification. His elemental skill, Chihaya Buru, pulls enemies together and launches Kazuha into the air, allowing for a plunging attack that deals AoE Anemo damage. His elemental burst, Kazuha Slash, creates a field that deals continuous AoE Anemo damage and absorbs elements to deal additional elemental damage. What sets Kazuha apart is his Ascension 4 passive, Poetics of Fubutsu, which grants a team-wide elemental DMG bonus based on his elemental mastery whenever he triggers a swirl reaction. This makes him an exceptional support character who not only controls the battlefield, but also enhances the entire team's damage output. Kazuha is like that friend who quietly boosts everyone's morale and performance without seeking the spotlight. His ability to control enemy positioning and amplify elemental damage makes him invaluable in both Spiral Abyss and overworld exploration. Plus, his poetic dialogue and serene demeanor add a unique charm to the team. Kazuha excels in teams that rely on elemental reactions. Pair him with Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo characters to maximize swirl reactions and elemental damage bonuses. He is particularly effective in Vaporize, Melt, and Electrocharge teams. Equip him with a 4-piece Viridescent Venerer set to further enhance his elemental damage amplification capabilities. From the harmonious swirls of Kazuha to Nation of Wisdom, meet our Dendro Archon. Ever wish your support character could read minds, apply Dendro like a boss, and still look adorable doing it? Meet Nahida, the Dendro Archon who's redefining what it means to be a sub-DPS and support in Genshin Impact. Nahida is a 5-star Dendro Catalyst user that best functions as a Dendro sub-DPS in Genshin Impact. Her elemental skill, All Schemes to Know, allows her to mark enemies and link them, causing Dendro damage to spread among them, a mechanic that's perfect for triggering powerful elemental reactions like Quicken, Spread, and Bloom. Her elemental burst, Illusory Heart, creates a Shrine of Maya that buffs characters based on the elements present in the party, enhancing reaction-based damage significantly. Nahida excels in teams that focus on Dendro-related reactions. Pair her with Electro characters like Fischl or Kukishinobu for Quicken and Spread reactions, or with Hydro characters like Kokomi for Bloom and Hyper Bloom reactions. Her versatility allows her to fit into various team compositions, enhancing both damage and elemental synergy. Nahida is like that genius kid in class who not only aces every test, but also helps everyone else understand the material. Her ability to amplify elemental reactions makes her an invaluable asset in any team composition. Plus, her story quest, Lingering Warmth, adds depth to her character, making her not just powerful, but also emotionally resonant. From the cerebral prowess of Nahida, let's dive into the theatrical world of a character who turns every battle into a performance. Imagine if your support character had the flair of a Broadway star and the power to back it up. Enter Fiorina, the Hydro Sword user who brings both drama and utility to the battlefield. Fiorina is a 5-star Hydro Sword user in Genshin Impact that best functions as a support. Her elemental skill, Salon Members, summons 3 different creatures that deal Hydro damage and provide various buffs. Her elemental burst, Let the People Rejoice, increases the damage of all party members based on their current HP, making her an excellent choice for teams that can maintain high HP levels. Fiorina is like that friend who always steals the spotlight but somehow makes everyone else shine brighter too. Her ability to boost team damage while providing consistent Hydro application makes her a versatile support character. Plus, her story quest, The Little Oceanid, offers a glimpse into her multifaceted personality. Furina thrives in teams that can capitalize on her hydro application and damage buffs. Pair her with pyro characters like Hu Tao for vaporize reactions, or with electro characters for electrocharge setups. Her versatility allows her to fit into various team compositions effectively. From the grand performances of Furina, let's turn up the heat with a character who's all about raw power and fiery determination. If you're looking for a character who embodies the phrase "fight fire with fire," look no further than Mavuika, the Pyro Claymore user who's setting the meta ablaze. Mavuika is a 5-star Pyro Claymore character in Genshin Impact that best functions as a main DPS or sub-DPS. Her elemental skill, Blazing Charge, allows her to dash forward, dealing pyro damage to enemies in her path. Her elemental burst, Inferno's Embrace, unleashes a powerful AoE pyro attack that scales with her attack and elemental mastery, making her a formidable force on the battlefield. Mavuika is like that friend who's always ready to jump into action, bringing both enthusiasm and power to every encounter. Her ability to deal massive pyro damage while also providing team buffs makes her a versatile addition to any party. Plus, her story quest, as the Blazing Sun, adds depth to her fiery persona. Mavuika excels in teams that can take advantage of her pyro application for elemental reactions. Pair her with hydro characters like Xingqiu for vaporize reactions, or with electro characters for overloaded setups. Her versatility allows her to fit into various team compositions effectively, with Mavuika's fiery determination leading the charge to Fatui Harbinger, with whom our journey started with fear and ended in respect and love. Ever wanted a character who embodies the phrase "burn it all down and ask questions later"? Meet Arlecchino, the 4th of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, also known as the Knave. She's not just a boss you fight, she's a boss you play, and she brings the heat like no one else. Arlecchino is a 5-star Pyro Polearm user in Genshin Impact who excels as a main DPS. Her unique mechanic revolves around the Bond of Life, which she accumulates through her attacks. This bond enhances her damage output, making her a formidable force on the battlefield. Her elemental skill, Invitation to a Beheading, allows her to dash forward, dealing pyro damage and marking enemies. Her elemental burst, Mask of the Red Death, unleashes a powerful AoE pyro attack, consuming the Bond of Life for massive damage. This playstyle rewards aggressive combat and precise timing. Arlecchino is like that friend who's always ready to dive headfirst into chaos, and somehow makes it work. Her high-risk, high-reward mechanics make every battle thrilling. Plus, her story quest, Ignis Purgatorius, adds layers to her character, revealing the complexities behind her fiery demeanor. Arlecchino thrives in teams that can support her aggressive playstyle. Pair her with characters who can provide shields or healing to mitigate the risks associated with the Bond of Life mechanic. She's especially effective in teams that can trigger pyro-related reactions like vaporize or melt. From the scorching flames of Arlecchino's battlefield, let's dive into the depths of justice with the character who commands the tides themselves. Ever imagined a character who combines the gravitas of a supreme judge with the raw power of a tidal wave? Enter Neuvillette, the Ayudex of Fontaine, and a playable hydro character who brings both authority and annihilation to the battlefield. Neuvillette is a 5-star hydro catalyst user in Genshin Impact who excels as a main DPS. His playstyle centers around enhanced charged attacks that unleash powerful hydro beams, dealing massive AoE damage. His elemental skill, O Tides I Have Returned, allows him to control the battlefield by generating source water droplets, which he can absorb to heal himself. His elemental burst, O Tides I Have Returned, summons a massive wave that deals significant hydro damage, reinforcing his role as a dominant on-field presence. Neuvillette is like that stoic friend who rarely speaks, but commands respect when he does. His unique mechanics offer a refreshing playstyle that rewards strategic positioning and timing. Plus, his lore as the Hydro Sovereign adds depth to his character, making him not just powerful, but also intriguing. Neuvillette shines in teams that can support his charged attack-centric playstyle. Pair him with characters who can generate energy particles or provide shields to keep him on the field longer. He's particularly effective in teams that can trigger hydro-related reactions like vaporize or electrocharged. With Neuvillette's tidal judgments concluding our countdown, we've traversed the fiery peaks and watery depths of Genshin Impact's 5.6 meta. Whether you're drawn to the flames of Arlecchino or the waves of Neuvillette, these characters redefine what it means to dominate the battlefield.